Hello and welcome everybody here today from the World's Continental Cup, the preliminary league. Here today we have the continent, Australia, Egypt, South Korea for the continent, Africa, Asia and Aussie. So here we have the lineup for the teams. And in a minute we will show you the demonstration video what the teams have to do today. My name is Alexander Karpf, and we will see us in a second.
Welcome to the Continental Cup Teams Test number 1. For every single workout, you'll be completing these within a 6 meter by 6 meter taped off box. Test number 1 starts from the clock at 0 minutes and finishes at 22 minutes for a 22-minute time cap. Your first test is 4 athletes working together at the same time. 1 male, 1 female athlete will be completing 500 double unders both at the same time. The other male and female athlete will be partitioning a 5-kilometer row. Your total score for this workout is athlete 1's double under time plus athlete 2's double under time plus the 5-kilometer time combined from those 2 athletes. The combined time is your score for this workout. At the finish of this workout, at the 22-minute mark, athletes will then be resting from 22 minutes to the 30 minutes. Thanks, guys.
So welcome back, and we have here right now the teams preparing for the start of a test number 1. We already saw what test number 1 is a test of endurance, and here we have the team from the left to the right, Team Australia. On the center we have Team South Korea, and on the right hand we have a Team Egypt. Well, I did not saw a lot from 2 of those teams yet, from South Korea and Egypt. I mean, in the scene we know a few athletes from Australia, but today, I mean, it's pretty often what they gonna show us today. So test number 1, just for you, it's performing by all 4 athletes, 500 double unders, male athlete number 1, 500 double unders, female athlete number 1, 5,000 meters on the rower, split between male athlete 2 and female athlete number 2. So here we have in the center right now in the big screen Team Australia doing their thing, and well, we had the discussion about how they're gonna split the double unders, because they want to do as big sets as possible, but I mean, double unders is a hell of a movement. I mean, if you trip them once, you trip them twice, and they have to focus all the time on the jumps, but it looks pretty solid on this performance of the team of Australia right now. So already 2 minutes in, and we're switching to Egypt. Well, team of Egypt, I don't know a lot of athletes from Team Egypt right now, but this also looks pretty good. We also see the official of Team Egypt counting reps, and is the official for us for the scoring. We saw a few of breaks of the female athlete here on the double unders, but I guess we're switching in a second to South Korea. A nice affiliate here. Well, it's a functional fitness studio, I guess. 5K row the athletes can split between. I guess there are a lot of strategies between how they're gonna split these 500s, thousands. I don't know. I would split it into 500. I guess this is the easiest split 5 rounds for both athletes, and they could go fast, and it's like an interval training. I mean, you got between 1:30 and 2 minutes of rest when the other is on the rower. So if you are going hard on this one, you could row within 140 or probably 135 or something. But I guess this one is the best, on my opinion, best strategy from this one. And South Korea, we have the first resting arms on the legs, and it's a huge rest for South Korea. And he did not even start for the last 10 seconds. And he's still waiting, but he's not done. I mean, he must. It's world. I mean, it's a preliminary, but I mean, you could go to the big one on the 19th of December. Then there's a final. So back to the team of Australia, also a lot of resting here from the male athlete from Aussie. He's taking a huge breath. Nice rowing here from the female athlete on the rower. Good transition here. How long does it take to do 500 double unders, I guess? Guys, if you are watching this right now, well, you should commentate this one below the video. Did you test it with your team? I don't know. Just catch up in the chat, and I'm trying to answer all of your questions. If you have one, just drop them in the chat. So 6 minutes in. And we are back to the team of South Korea. A little bit of lack of a connection, but they'll work good. So on this test we have a 22-minute time cap. The athletes are working from 0 to 22, and then they got rest for 8 minutes. So they can really go all out. After this one, we will show you the leaderboard after the first test. And nice transition here from Team Egypt. A little bit of help from the other athlete on the rower. I guess this is also allowed. And we are already done with 7.5 minutes, so we have a lot of time left. For Team Egypt here right now, we have the athletes Sharaf Tanner and Mohammed Sharif Mohammed. From the female side, we have Nada Ehab Afifi, and we have Enji Hossam Eldin. Egypt looks like they're already done with this stuff. Well, somebody's sitting on the ground. I guess it's resting, but I don't know yet. Well, we will have an eye on the other teams as well, South Korea and the Aussies. For Team Australia, we have Cara Douglas, Colum Foster, Denise Edwards, and Candice Thorpe competing today. And for South Korea, Choi Mi-young, Kim Jung-jin, Young Davon for the females, and Kim, already had that, Park Hovenik, also for South Korea. And now it's getting a little bit spicy because we have half time of the time cap. 22 minutes is the time cap, and we are on minute 12 right now. And all the teams are at the end of rowing, so they're already done with the double unders. And now we have a head-to-head race. Who's going up first? Egypt, South Korea, or Australia. So it will be a run to the finish line on the rower. And you all guys know you can go really all out on the rower. I mean, this is brilliant for the preliminary for the Continental Cup here. So we have short transition here, South Korea, short transition, Team Egypt. 14 minutes done on the clock. Team also Australia, sorry, also switched. And now it's up to the last athletes on the rower. Again, quick transition here from Team Egypt. And it looks like Team South Korea is getting a little bit slower. Another good transition here from Team South Korea, and Egypt here on the big screen. One of the female athletes is rowing right now. And I guess they're done. After 17 minutes and 16 seconds. And second goes on test number 1, 2. What do you guys think? Australia, South Korea. Last meters. We have here a South Korea female athlete on the row, and we have Team Australia, a male athlete on the row. But South Korean female athlete looks a little bit faster. But test number 1 second goes to Team Australia, and here we have the last reps here, last rows from South Korean female athlete. And I guess they are done in a second. Yes, so first one in test number 1 goes to Egypt, second Australia, and third to South Korea.
이게 용준쌤 거죠?
Well, we have the official times right now. And Australia first, South Korea second, and Egypt third. So these are the official times right now. Show the leaderboard.
Line up the streets like a forest fire. We're smoking the bear hat. Preacher try to top it, we ain't really trying to hear that. It's a little teenage angst with some ignorance, and every chance we get, you know, these kids will get belligerent, cause there'll be no better in this world, we unprepared. Cause peer pressure strong and it was never cool to care about the consequences. Flash 4 or 5 years and the story.
Touch the ball, it's over, call it close, but we all know what this is gonna be. You came to fail the test, you met the best, expected chess, but got monopoly. I came and bought you out, I knocked you out, I cropped you out with no apologies. I am the hope, the heart, the faith, the spark, the one who will fulfill the prophecy. I just been counting, never lounging, climbing up mountains, bouncing back. Step in the ring, about you step back. They'll learn hot when I get on the track. I like it louder the most, watching all these sheep just bow down to the goat. If I can't decide, I'ma probably get both. We done celebrate, but right now I'm a toast, resurrected ghost.
Outside, outside, everything around me I create with my mind. Working too hard, I don't want no downtime. Put my team on, they gon' shine when I shine.
We can take this outside, outside. Hey.
Looking at the stars, staring with my mouth wide.
Yeah.
I ain't letting nobody stop me this time.
Nah.
Every single level that I reach and I climb.
They ask, are you from outside, outside?
Everything around me I create with my mind. Working too hard, I don't want no downtime.
Nah.
Put my team on, they gon' shine, I shine.
Yeah, we can take this. You are just not on my level. I keep my foot on the pedal. I set the tone, I don't settle. I can put fear in the devil. You are just not on my level. I keep my foot on the pedal. I set the tone, I don't settle. We can take this outside, outside. Hey.
Looking at the stars, staring with my mouth wide.
Yeah.
I ain't letting nobody stop me this time.
Nah.
Every single level that I reach and I climb.
They ask, are you from outside, outside?
Everything around me I create with my mind. Working too hard, I don't want no downtime.
Nah.
Put my team on, they gon' shine, I shine.
Yeah, we can take this. You are just not on my level. You are just not on my level. You are just not on my level. You are just not on my level.
Here is the Continental Cup, Test 2 and Test 3. Test 2 is a strength test, Test 3 is a gymnastics skill test. These tests will be performed from the 30-minute mark through to the 42-minute mark. In this time frame, you will have 12 minutes for all athletes to perform a 5-rep max squat clean thruster. All athletes will be sharing the same barbell and the weight can only go up. At no point can it go back down again. While one person is performing 5-rep max squat clean thruster, the other 3 can be, if they choose to, performing max reps strict ring muscle ups. You'll have 2 scores for this event, one being your combined total of the 5-rep max squat clean thruster, and one being your combined total of strict ring muscle ups performed in the 12-minute time cap. As soon as this workout is done at the 42-minute mark, all athletes will rest from the 42-minute mark to the 50-minute mark. Thanks, guys.
So, welcome back for the Continental Cup Preliminary League here on the continent Africa, Asia and Australia. And we are right starting into test number 2 and test number 3, which is for me, I guess, my favorite testing today. Test of strength and test of body weight. So, after one event, we have the team of Australia first. On the second, we have South Korea, and on the third place, we have the team from Egypt. So, this test is 2 scorings, test 2 and 3. So we have 2 scores after this one. And the tests for you, we have from minute 30 to 42. So in a 12-minute time frame, a 5 RM touch and go squat clean thruster and AMRAP strict ring muscle ups. So this one is really getting spicy. We have a complex for the strength side, and we have on the bodyweight side a strict ring muscle up. Each athlete must set a 5 rep max touch and go squat clean thruster, while the team accumulates as many strict ring muscle ups as possible. So here from the left to the right we have the team of Australia. In the middle we have the team of Egypt, and on the right hand we have the team of South Korea, who did really a good performance in the first test. If you just stepped in here right now at the Continental Cup 2020, and if you have nothing to do at the 19th, well, you should watch the finals for sure. I mean, there is no other plan on this day, 19th of December, what you can do except the finals of the Worlds. So, 3 minutes in. Hopefully we're gonna see in a second a big screen of the athletes. For Team Australia, we have Kada Douglas, we have Colin Foster, Denise Edwards, and Candice Thorpe competing today. And for Team Egypt, we have Sharaf Tantawi, Mohammed Sharif Mohammed, Nada Ehab Afifi, and NG Hossam Eldin. For Team South Korea, competing today for the teams, we have Choi Mi Yang, Park Binugan, Kim Yongjin, and Young Davon. So 4 minutes into this workout. Here we have the team of Egypt, female athlete preparing for her next cluster of a good squat clean thruster. Oh, that looks good. I mean, okay, last one. And nice work here from Egypt. If you see here on the left, Team Australia is doing next reps of the ring muscle ups. They must be strict as well. And a next try here from Australia. Looks easy. Looks like 90 kilos here on the bar. And he's going up with weight. Halftime for this test number 2 and 3. 12-minute time cap on this one. Good looking strict ring muscle ups here. And this must be Column, I guess. Column Foster. Good reps here on the clusters for the squat clean thrusters. And we have 4.5 minutes left on this test number 2 and 3. So there will be 2 scores. One is for the strength and another one is for the body weight. So a fail here from Egypt, and let's see what Team South Korea is doing right now. I guess we should watch them, what they are doing. I mean, all the Asians are pretty good at weightlifting, like Chinese also on the podium on weightlifting competitions. And we have also South Korean weightlifters who are competing in the top of weightlifting and with a good technique. And I guess also the height of the athlete is here a factor, because, well, let's see, we have 3 minutes left and we saw some good reps here from the female athlete from a Team South Korea. And another good rep here as well. Oh, that looks good. Two and a half minutes left. Also good rep here from Team Egypt. 90 seconds left. Oh, this one is too heavy. Team South Korea is crushing right now. If I'm looking at those cluster reps from a squat clean thruster, they look so good. And what a good front squat position. He's doing that in Reeboks, not even with lifters. Nice one. So last minute on the clock. I guess this one is the last one here. The last try for Team Egypt. "30 seconds. This one should count also in the score, and we will have the score in a second for you. Last reps on the strict ring muscle ups. Last 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we're done with test number 2 and number 3. Test of strength and test of body weight. So we already had 3 categories of the iF3. And here we have our first scores, and first one goes to South Korea. I knew that. Second goes to Australia, and a third one again to Egypt.
Here is the Continental Cup, test number 4, mixed relay number 1. This test will be performed from the 50-minute mark on the clock through to the 1 hour and 5 minute mark on the clock. This test will be performed by 1 male and 1 female athlete of your team. Now, this workout is 3 rounds of work each individual. 1 round looks like 10 kettlebell swings all the way to overhead, 5 lateral burpees over kettlebell, 7 kettlebell swings, 5 lateral burpees, 4 kettlebell swings, 5 lateral burpees. While one person is completing that work, the other person is hanging from the pull-up bar in any form. Once one athlete has done the 10-7-4 and the 5-5-5, while the other athlete has been hanging, they then switch. Both athletes need to complete 3 total rounds of the 10-7-4 and 5-5-5 work on the kettlebell swings and burpees. You'll have a 15-minute time cap to complete this one. If at any point the athlete drops down from the hang, the person working through their swings and burpees must stop their movement until the other athlete starts hanging again. At the finish of this workout, at the 1 hour and 5 minute mark, you'll then have a 5-minute rest through to the 1 hour and 10 minute mark. Thanks, guys.
So, here we are again. Alexander Kapp from Germany, number 1 host here of this country, and we have our next test starting, test number 4. So test number 4, as we saw, is a test of a mixed relay, and the mixed relay number 1. Time cap for this one is 15 minutes, and we have athlete 1 is doing a 10-7-4 kettlebell swings for the male athletes with a 32 kilo and 24 kilo for the female athletes. And between those sets, they gotta perform a lateral burpee. 5 of this one. Here we have a Team Aussie doing pretty good on this one. And I guess she must go hard on this one. I mean, it's not long. and the others are waiting. He's hanging out, and this time hang from a pull-up bar. I didn't saw that in a competition long ago, and this combination of movements, it will really go on your grip, really. I mean, you have the kettlebell swings, and you have the dead hangs. If you're a heavy guy, I guess you're losing grip pretty fast. So Team Egypt right now here, after 3 events, we have Australia 2 times second place, 1 times first place. South Korea took 2 events on the first, and as I see, they are really going fast on this one as well. And I mean, the strategy here on the mixed relay is a good strategy for you as a team, how you communicate with your team, and how you pace and how you know the pace of the others. So how good are they? Did you train together? Do you know all the facts of every athlete? So 3 minutes into this event, we will have the scores after this one right on the screen. So 4 minutes in. Well, I see some breaks here from the South Korean team. Team of Australia is still doing the thing, and I guess the female athlete here at the pull-up bar is making some fun here with her legs. Oh, she's trying not to lose her grip. Four minutes, well, already 5 minutes in, and I mean, after 5 minutes, your grip must really get weak. I mean, 32 kilos is not a lot, but it looks like the team of South Korea is performing a little bit faster than the other teams. I don't know why, but the movement they're doing is really, really good, and the transitions are pretty short. Team Aussie here is also performing pretty fast, but they're also taking a little more breaks, like 3 to 5 seconds just before they're heading up to the next movement. And Team Egypt, we will see it on the leaderboard in a second. Score on this workout is the total time for each athlete to complete the 3 rounds of the entire sequence. So every athlete must really go all out, but they must also take a little bit of their energy to do the dead hang. Well, the hang from pull-up bar. In this case, you need your grip. And well, I'm looking at on the lateral jumps. We see some good burpees here. Team of Egypt, he's not extending too much on the burpee, so he's saving a little bit of energy while he's keeping his body down and like just a few centimeters of the ground. So probably this will give him another extra energy, but hopefully we will see a finish in a few seconds, and the athletes will have a little bit of break after this one. After this test number 4, they will have 15 minutes of rest. So here we have Team Aussie on the big screen. Again, I guess she's playing a little bit around, getting bored. We have a Team Australia done, I guess. Well, we will have the score in a second for test number 4. Last reps here from Team Egypt. Oh, last set. So a few more kettlebell swings, a few more burpees. So right now it's Team South Korea against Team Egypt. And this one is getting pretty close. Both athletes here. And first one back at the burpees is Team Egypt. So if Team South Korea is going a little bit faster in the last few burpees, it will get close, but okay, this one must be the last set. Hard to not have a judge's hand up counting the last reps to commentate, but oh, Team South Korea missed a burpee. He just missed a burpee. And Team Egypt will go out second in this test, number 4. By a fault of a teammate of South Korea. Here we have it, 10:30 and 10:32. That was a big failure by the South Korean team. And we will have some commercials and then we'll start. test number 5.
Here is the Continental Cup, test number 5 for the teams, mixed relay number 2. This workout will be commenced from the 1 hour 10 minute mark through to the 1 hour 25 minute mark. This test will be completed by the male and female athlete who did not complete test number 4. In this test, one athlete will be completing 12 toes to bar, 25 double unders, 9 toes to bar, 25 double unders, 6 toes to bar, 25 double unders. While one athlete is completing that work, the other athlete is performing a wall-facing handstand hold in a 1 meter by 1 meter box. As soon as athlete number 1 has completed the 12, 9, 6 and 25, 25, 25 double unders, they will then switch. Both athletes need to complete 3 full rounds of the toes to bar and double unders to get a score on this workout. At any point in this workout, if an athlete comes off of the wall for the wall-facing handstand hold, the other athlete must stop their work until that second athlete gets back up on the wall for the wall-facing handstand hold. Your score for this workout is your time to complete or your reps in the 15 minutes. At the completion of this workout, at that 1 hour 25 minute mark, there will then be a 10-minute rest from 1 hour 25 through to 1 hour 35 minutes. Thanks, guys.
Welcome back here from Germany. My name is Alexander Karpf, and we are here starting test number 5. Test number 5 is the second mixed relay here, 5 of 6 tests, so we have 1 test left after this one. Right now in the leaderboard we have South Korea, Australia, Egypt pretty much going head to head, and every test and every score and every web will count for, well, who is going to the finals on the 19th of December. So Team Aussie, Team Egypt and Team South Korea are working right now head to head in this test number 5. Athlete number 1 is doing a 12 toes to bar, 25 double unders, 9 toes to bar, 25 double unders, 6 toes to bar, 25 double unders, while the athlete number 2 is doing a wall-facing handstand hold. Score will be the total time for each athlete to compete 3 rounds of the entire sequence. So again, we have a good workout to test the strategy, the communication, and as well the skill in a mixed workout for the athletes and the teams. So Team Australia, we saw a lot of good communication here, and on the other side we saw some bad communication from Team South Korea in the last event. Because of the missed burpee, on the last burpee the athlete missed, South Korea just did third on the fourth test, 2 seconds behind the team of Egypt. So this one will get pretty spicy, what they are showing on test number 5 and 6, because I guess every team wants to go to the finals of the Worlds 2020 of the iF3. So almost 3 minutes in. Again, the athletes will have 15 minutes time cap, and after this one they will have 10 minutes before they're heading up to their last test number 6. So I guess the athletes will not split those toes to bar, and I already said in a video before that one that we have again double unders, but this time small sets. So as we remember, the first test were 500 double unders for the athletes. So in this one we have just 25, but they really must go on a really hard pace in this one. Fast toes to bar, fast double unders to make a good score. And now we see Team Australia is splitting up their toes to bar, and well, she must, but I mean, to go on to the finals, they must go on the pace go. I mean, they really do big sets, no break, just go. South Korea is also taking a lot of break here at the toes to bar. already have time here on the clock. So we are in for 6.5 minutes right now. Where we see some different handstand holds here. We see that they're really going on the end of the box and having like not a handstand, good handstand. And we also see from South Korea here at the end, well, she's touching toes for the wall and the hands. But well, if that's allowed, that's allowed. It's a good for us. But we see the difference with the strategy of all the athletes. And after the ring muscle ups, after the thrusters, after the 500 double unders in the first test, the handstand is so an easy movement. But after all this work the shoulders had to do in the last tests, I guess this one is getting really, really hard to hold. So we have 7 more minutes left, and hopefully we're gonna see a good finish here from one of the teams soon. Well, here for Team Australia, the competing athletes are Kada Douglas, Colin Foster, Denise Edwards, and Candice Thorpe. For the team from Egypt, Sharaf Tantavi, Mohammed Sharif Mohammed, Nada Ehab Afifi, and Engi Hossam Eldin are competing for this country and this continental for Africa, Asia, and Australia. And for South Korea, we have Choi Mi Young, Park Nguyen, Kim Yong Yin, and Jung Davon. So 3.5 minutes in, and now we see some big sets here of the toes to bar, also from the team of South Korea. Ten minutes already done. Nice work here from the team of South Korea. Good communication here. A little bit break before she is heading up to her double unders. Also a break here from Team Australia on the toes to bar. Good transition here to the double unders. And we are on the minute 11, so 4 minutes left for the teams. And we're gonna see here a sprint to the end from Team Egypt. So after 3 third place and 1 second place, they will go out first in test number 5. What a comeback here from Team Egypt. And again, good movements here from Team Australia. Short little break on the handstand hold. Short little break before he is heading to his double unders. And I guess Team Australia is also sprinting to the end and is already finished. Last set of toes to bar. And here we will have the last reps here from Team Australia, and they will go third. Well, South Korea, another second place here. So South Korea and Australia with a total 9 points, and followed by Egypt. See you in a second after a small commercial and the demonstration videos for test number 6.
Here is the Continental Cup, test number 6 for the teams, team strategy. This event will be completed by all 4 athletes. This event starts at the 1 hour 35 minute mark and finishes at the 1 hour 50 minute mark and is your final test of the day. Now, this event starts with a 400 meter row, then moves on to 21 thrusters at 45 kilos, 15 bar muscle ups, followed by 9 cleans at 70 kilos. You will have 1 athlete completing each movement of this workout for 2 full rounds. So 1 athlete will be on the row, 1 athlete will be on the thrusters, 1 athlete will be on the bar muscle ups, and then your final athlete will be on the cleans. Once athlete number 1 is done their row, it moves straight on to athlete number 2 for their thrusters, 3 for their bar muscle ups, 4 for their cleans. That is round 1 done. You will then cycle through a second time. Your athletes stay on the same station, completing the same work each round. This one, you will need 1 judging official for this workout, and that judging official will tell you when to move on to the next movement. For this workout, the cleans can be performed anyhow: squat cleans, power cleans, or muscle cleans. This workout will be done in your 6 meter by 6 meters square and is the final event of the weekend. Thanks, guys.
Welcome back here from Germany. My name is Alexander Karpf, and yeah, gladly I'm hosting the Continental Cup preliminary, and we are on our last test of strategy. And the time cap here for the teams are 15 minutes again for 2 rounds of 400 meter row, 21 thrusters with 45 kilos, 15 bar muscle ups, and 9 cleans anyhow. So right now, Australia and South Korea are both with 9 points on the first place, followed by Egypt with 12 points. So this test number 6 is counting so big. Who is going to the finals on the 19th of December? So it's again Team Australia against Team South Korea. Egypt will not have a chance right now to go out first, so it's a fight between South Korea and Australia. But well, we'll see. Team Australia is already at the thrusters, followed by Team South Korea. But Egypt did a huge comeback on test number 5. And I guess they are hot for test number 6 as well, to show the world that they are a country we can count on for the next years of competing in the functional fitness scene. And now we have a head-to-head race from all the teams. All the 3 male athletes are at the bar muscle ups. And Team Aussie is again a little bit faster. Team Egypt as well. And Team South Korea is taking a lot of time on the bar muscle ups, but I guess they will save the time at the cleans, because they are really fast of this female athlete. Wow. 70 kilos. So we see from all the 3 athletes a pretty slow rowing. They don't want to go crazy on the first 400 meters of rowing. And Team Egypt again, first one at the barbell, leading right now this test number 6. And I guess she will also go unbroken on the 45 kilos here thrusters. And followed by Team South Korea. Australia, what is happening? Fast thrusters here now from Team Australia as well. And I'm I love this technique from South Korea. It looks almost perfect. And Team Egypt right now and South Korea both started at the same time with the bar muscle ups. 15 bar muscle ups here, and I guess the athletes will also go unbroken on this movement, hopefully. And Team Egypt is done. Oh my god. After 5 minutes and 56 seconds, they're done. And it's Team Australia versus Team South Korea. Team South Korea is also done. And here we have Team Australia with the last reps here on the cleans. 70 kilos here, power cleaned by the last female athlete of Team Australia. And we are done with all the 6 tests. Here we have our leaderboard, and South Korea is taking first in the continent of Africa, Asia, and Australia. Second goes to Australia with 12 points, and followed by Egypt with 13 points. Thanks for watching this Continental Cup, Continent, Africa, Asia, and Australia.